Peace in folks, how you doing? Use the force, positive mental attitude. We got to try, right? So I'm not feeling as high energy today, so I'm probably not going to be bouncing off the walls. Might be a little bit more serious. I was watching a video on a channel on YouTube called Real Vision Finance, and the title of the video is called Bitcoin Infiltrates Corporate America, with Michael Saylor and Raoul Paul. Really interesting. I wouldn't even do it justice, but these are two men that have spent a long time in the financial world. One's been aware of and backing Bitcoin longer than the other one, but Michael Saylor is this guy who runs a company called MicroStrategy, and mate, the geezer's like highly invested in Bitcoin now. It's quite a big move. It's bullish, as they'd say. It's bullish, and it's very interesting. It tells a lot. You know, when you start looking into the Bitcoin community, into the Bitcoin industry, you know, it's built on blockchain. What is blockchain? Who has the blockchain? All the people. Single bits that you run from your home. But this interview, they really break. You should type in. You should go back. You should pause it. You should type that in to a search engine in YouTube and watch that shit. Right, it's about 3 hours long, maybe 2.5 hours long. So some of you might struggle with that. I eat this shit. I'm disappointed when something's under 2 hours long these days. Right, what can I say? I enjoy it. I like things that have got depth, and when I find people that are informed on a subject and they're speaking in depth, right, and I'm like, I just want to absorb what they're both saying, or all, or one, you know, depending on who's in front of me saying what. But the point is what Bitcoin's built on, how it's created. But if you put that to the side for the moment and just go, what is the economy? What are we looking at? Right? If you save your money like a mate of mine, right, who's been really good with money all his life, me and him have never been the same like that. I've always, money comes, money goes. I know I can earn it. I've never been like, oh, invest in my future, you know. I always struggled to look to the future because I was never really that keen on it. Now I'm a bit more excited about it. Now I see opportunity in the direction that I want to go, that I didn't see before. You know, and Bitcoin and maybe cryptocurrency, but pretty much I do think it's just Bitcoin. is gonna be the way. By the look, so look, I was just about to say, my mate who saves, right, and he's really good with his money, and we've never been the same like that, but he puts away money, right? Now, if you're just saving in a normal, conventional way, you're getting, I think these days you're getting under 2% interest a year, right? Now, money, our monetary system is losing more than 2%. So that little gain you're getting is still a loss, right? That's butchering it, right? That's being a layman talking, right? The only thing that's gonna make you money and keep your financial situation safe over a longer period is Bitcoin. Because of the rate it's rising, because of the foundation on it, and because of now the investment in it. It's not just corporate. You know, Iceland, they're a country. They're mining Bitcoin. It's, you know, what we know, we're watching it fall apart. It's been how it has for a few hundred years, but no monetary system has lasted. And this one is no different. They signed the collapse when they put everyone on this fiat debt-based fucking currency. That signed the collapse, and we're watching it unfold, right? So there's new things emerging, as they always will, but this is where I believe we have the power now. It's in this moment where things are really starting to show their crumbles and new avenues are turning up, that we've just got to reach in and grab them avenues and start tugging on them, because that's our future. This thing that's crumbling is not the future. I'm not like, I don't have loads to invest. You know, I missed that boat. But I've invested what little I could. And I've still got some left, but I need to live for a bit. I've got some plans. It's just what it is. But I'm ever searching for new ways to do this. Because I'm not interested in the old normal. I'm not interested in some new vaccine normal where the government control everyone with fear. And I'm up for finding and pursuing the options that take us away from both of them. Right? So we got to get a bit serious sometimes. And we don't have to do it all day, every day. But fuck me, we got to do it. You know? On and off, I use dating apps. It's painful and I'm not really into it. But, you know, I'm open. I'm open-minded. And I'm up for finding someone to come on this crazy journey with me anyway. But, you know, that's all in good time. I don't rush. But I read so many profiles. Because I actually read them, right? And the amount of them just, you know, I don't want someone who takes themselves seriously. Don't take life too seriously. But yet they're asking for, like, the most serious thing in the world. Apart from the ones that just want to get a ride. And that's cool, right? That's their gig. Fuck. If people want to fuck, let them fuck. I'm not, like, telling you you shouldn't fuck just because I don't do it the same way. You know, that's everyone's gig, right? There's plenty of people who only have sex in relationships, and there's plenty of people who don't, right? And there's many ranges around it, and that's your gig. I'm not telling you how to live. I am asking if you would gain some awareness on a few issues, some self-awareness, just due to what we've been raised in, the monetary system and it collapsing, you know, government controlled, business infiltration, everything I've been talking about and will continue to, with anything I find along the way, like, you know, Bitcoin is a new added subject in what I'm talking about. And obviously at the moment I'm talking about it a fair bit, but that's, you know, that's fair enough. That's me being me, right? I find things, I get interested, I get involved, you know, as much as I can. I find ways to understand and to know and to incorporate, right? That's growth, right? So that's where I'm at, you know. I'm looking forward to getting onto this song today. It's got to be said. Yeah, got a new beat down, started writing yesterday. Really enjoying it. I'm a bit slow at the moment, you know, that's the way it is. I had this period way back in my 20s where in my late 20s, I had this fear of, like, my creation drying up, right? You know, I'd spent years doing, like, drum and bass MCing, you know, in clubs, parties, whatever. You know, wasn't really taking it too seriously, but it was the passion I was following. I just heard a sound out there and it just totally distracted me. Drum and bass days, like, that just totally distracted me. How about that? I thought I heard a bell and I was like, what's that? I managed to ignore the fucking fire alarm that went off the other day, didn't I? But I was talking about the drum bass days, enjoying that, smashing the mic, da-da-da-da. I can't remember what I was leading up to with that. It's totally jumped out of my head. What can you do? Right. Writing my new song. I know I was talking about that. So yeah, man, creativity, you know, it's beautiful to explore. And if you don't feel like you're a creative, that's awesome. That's just what it is, right? I think everyone's got something in them somewhere. I'm convinced of it, whether it's drawing, writing, you know, singing, something. Like, I've had to work hard to get into what I want to do with music, right? Because I've always been autodidactic, right? Self-taught, right? It's also one of my favourite words. And I've always just wanted to do it for myself. You know, whenever I coming out of school, I went into the building trade, and once I'd gotten into my 20s and I realised, like, oh, I can work for myself. You know, I started doing that, and on and off through my 20s I worked for myself, and then from my 30s I just worked for myself, you know. And sometimes I really didn't work a lot. Like the first year and a half, 2 years was like the busiest, straight up. I was like on it like a car bonnet, and just drumming up work, and was busy, got the van, got the tools, and work was going good. Then just I was like, oh, slow down, you know. I need to like push. You know, and then that then I ended up stopping. Can't remember what happened. Ended up plastering. You know, obviously my shit fell apart a bit. Had some emotional impacts. Didn't deal with it too well. Took a bit of time to get over it. That often impacts my life, and I've got so much better at dealing with it. But you know, early 30s was still trickier. But you learn and you grow. But yeah, and then got into plastering. You know, and that was great. Loved that. But always just pushing on the music, you know. It never really, like, I had a dream and a vision in my head that has never gone away. In fact, I've since pushed on it even deeper now, because now, like, whereas before I was just like, you know, writing just to write and just to enjoy getting on the mic and spitting bars, right? Because that was the bit I just wanted to get to, was just the on the mic spitting the bar bit. And to this day, it's my favourite part of the process anywhere, right? Whether it's, you know, getting, you know, writing the lyrics, getting to recording them in the first time, love that bit, right? To then practicing and performing it, I love that bit, you know? But there's a whole lot of stuff I have to do around that. And because of my desire to be independent and do it myself, that's what we have. So there you go, we had a few tangents in there, didn't we? And we've still got a couple of minutes left. I might tangent again. There's a lot we can bring awareness to in our lives. I sing the awareness song not because I'm like some super fucking being. You're never going to hear me claim to be something other than me. And I encourage people to do that. Don't give yourself grandeur. And don't put others down, to yourself or to others. Why? It's a fucking waste of time. Even if you think someone is stupid, what's to say that person is what you believe stupid is? In that moment when you use the word stupid in the derogative term it's meant, whatever that image is that's in your head, that person might not even be that. They might just be having a bad month, week, hour, year. Someone could be on a real bad roll, going through a 5-year fucking downer, you know? You don't know. So there's a lot of compassion we can get out of self-awareness. There's a lot of growth that can come from it. I love who I am, not because I'm something great, right? As I keep saying, you know, because I speak out, because I want to encourage things. A lot of people do this in a master way, right? Whereas everything that I've learned has taught me not to do that. Everything that I've learned has taught me that you are not my master, and I never can be yours. The only thing I can be master of, from where I see things in life, is in a way my brain, and in a way my feelings, and my consciousness. I'm not sure about that. Because whatever it is that's behind the mind and behind the feelings, I feel it to be totally separate. So, master your own brain. Don't try and be a master. See leadership qualities, aspire to them. Don't be a leader. Be a guide. Help people. Show people that they can be the best for themselves, not in some, you know, weak, hollow meaning of that, but in the true depth of it. Like when you take ownership for yourself, it's empowering. And if we all do that, and we all back that for our future, we could all be looking through the orange lens. We're up on that time, my friends. I'm going to see you soon. Use the force. Positive mental attitude. Be kind with your thoughts to yourselves like you would for others. Keep loving your hearts for yourselves like you would for others. and let's get it. Get what, John? Awareness.